Turn the video on. I can solo commentate while you eat a sandwich. I'm a capable individual. Yeah. Looks like we're having a very standard opening so far. I know you guys can't exactly see what's going on, but Asian Legion and Zero Relativity and friends are playing safe. They're currently in their own jungles, relatively spread out across blue and red, just keeping an eye for any sort of invades. There's not going to be anything terrifically fancy just yet. It seems as though we're getting some standard play out of the two. And actually, that's Jungle Udyr along with Irelia in the top lane versus Katarina. That's going to be a pretty fun lane to watch out for. And I'm a little disappointed with Elise in the mid lane. Ajax of Telamon taking just a bit of trade from Bak Ho Chi Minh. And right now, he's not really trading terribly effectively as Elise. I feel he should be doing a significant more harass early on. He does do a lot of damage with his spiderlings that I feel like he's not allowing himself to rely on as he's just trading. But that's just me being critical of Elise because I personally love the champion. So let us talk about something else so that I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Kog'Maw is definitely one of those champions that you usually hope to see in a late game. He's not exactly as big a hyper carry as Draven or as Tristana, but he really starts to scale once he starts shredding health with his, I believe it's the Bio Arcane Barrage. And level 2 goes down for the best QQ, saves the Shield of Daybreak, not using it quite yet, unfortunately. Whoa, Kevin flashes forward. He wants to try to pick up the kill on the Tom, but gets exhausted by QQ. Great job, QQ, denying that kill, that first blood going down. But now that the Tom has lost the early engage, he's going to have a significant amount of trouble. Ajax finally engaging, chasing Bak Ho Chi Minh, doing a bit of damage with an auto attack, not getting the venomous bite, flashing forward, trying to pick up the kill. Does he have Ignite? No! First blood goes to Bak Ho Chi Minh. So Zero relatively doing well on Irelia. We were talking a bit about Kog'Maw. He does have a bit of a rough early game, and he will have an especially rough early game now that he has fallen behind in levels and potentially in farm. He is at 5 to 19 compared to Kevin. So it's really going to be up to Udyr's ganking. We talked about Grievous going for that lot of points in the utility tree for mobility. Now that could work out really, really well. We see he's already only started with Boots and the Biscuiteer biscuits, so he is going to be roaming all over the place now that he's cleared out a little bit of the jungle. I certainly hope that he will be spending some time in the bottom lane relatively soon. Oh, a gank in the bottom lane. Dazzle goes down, catches the best QQ. Vaultbreaker coming in, hits the best QQ once again, taking just a bit of damage, forced to flash away. I don't know if the flash was necessary, but the QQ just playing it safe, doesn't want to lose his lane anymore, and now Lonely Beast managing to avoid a gank in the top lane, and Relativity is continuing to apply pressure, is now nearly twice the farm at 36 to the 16 of Lonely Beast. Lonely Beast is delayed by a significant amount in items, being forced to pick up a cloth armor, health pots, and a Dorian shield to deal with Relativity's intense trading. Ajax throws out the volatile Spiderling, going to be forced to try to repel away, but repel was actually already used in Kingslay, picking up another kill for his team. It's now 2-0 in favor of 0 in friends. Oh, that's Asian Legion. LeBlanc definitely able to escape with Distortion very, very easily, and of course Lonely Beast, we already saw one gank in the top lane, as Shumpo allowed Lonely Beast to get it, but Lucian really only has his Relentless Pursuit, and Tarek doesn't even have that much outside of Dazzle. Once Dazzle is blown, preferably on Best QQ, who will engage with the Zenith Blade, then it's going to be very, very difficult for Tarek to escape outside of flashing, which is going to help push the lane in the favor of the Tom, and looks like we could be having a potential gank as Grievous is in position, but doesn't look like he's going to head to the bottom lane. Oh, a gank coming in, Kingsley. He flashes over the Vault Breaker! Complete control, absolutely calm, sees the Vault Breaker coming, doesn't even flinch, just says, you know what, I am going to jump over that. And oh, looks like we do have some action in the top lane. Ajax trying to go for a little bit of damage onto Lonely Beast, who does get the Death Lotus, but unfortunately is pushed out of lane by Ajax of Telemon. Oh, looks like there's a gank coming on. Here comes Grievous out of the jungle, catches Kevin. He relentlessly pursues himself away. Looks like Captain Lord gets caught by the stun. Zenith Blade catches up, fight despite the flash. This is QQ under the turret. Will he be able to pick up the kill? The armor keeps him alive, and now the Tom is taking damage from Kevin, and Kevin is going to back off. Good gank out of Grievous, forcing the flash, but oh no, a gank in the top lane. Ajax being followed up on by Lonely Beast and Bak Ho Chi Minh. Will he be able to escape? Staying in that spider form is a good idea. Ignite is burning away. Death Lotus burning his health, but he goes down to Bak Ho Chi Minh. And QQ just trying to zone Kevin out a little bit. I like this pickup from Elise, going for the Negatron Cloak, recognizing, oh, they're trying to camp me. They're putting consistent pressure on my lane by rotating, and because I am matched up against an AP carry, I will build defense. I will not try to be a nuke Elise. I will be nice and tanky and do my best to survive. I'll leave it to my team to do the damage. Elise's base AP ratios are very, very high. They do taper off significantly in the late game, but that's where she relies on her percent health and magic penetration builds. That's why they are so very successful. But another gank in the mid lane. Looks like Kingslayer coming around, doesn't quite have, uses Assault and Battery. Ho Chi Minh falls in as well. That's a kill for Ho Chi Minh. Well, a gank going down in the bottom lane. Grievous comes forward. Flash! Solar Flare. Kevin pursues into it. Gets caught by a Zenith Blade despite another flash. We have Kog'Maw doing a healthy amount of damage. Kevin gets low. Looks like he's about to fall. A teleport onto the minion. How are they going to deal with this? It is, unfortunately, Bear Stance is prepared. He stuns the minion. Actually, I don't know how that teleport was canceled, but that is Lonely Beast not making it. I assume that must have been Ajax of Telamon stopping the teleport. In the meanwhile, here's Ho Chi Minh trying to see if he can come around from behind, pick somebody off. The Tom caught out of position, Vault Breaker from behind. Oh man, a great Shield of Daybreak onto Ho Chi Minh, denies the pursuit, but this could very well be the best QQ's death because of it. Oh no, here's Zero Relativity continuing to follow up, gets caught by the Vault Breaker, knocked away, Ignite going down onto Captain Lord, Distortion doing a ton of damage to both Grievous and Relativity, but they back off. Oh no, the Tom gets caught by Ho Chi Minh. A great pickup right there. This is going to be Relativity chasing, unfortunately, the wrong clone. They're both running in the same direction. Kingslayer now coming in, trying to pick up Relativity. Grievous going to jump onto Ho Chi Minh, who is pretty low, forces the jump away, uses Ethereal Chains, gets the kill with Kevin's help. And currently it does look like Vi is going for that Spirit of the Lizard Elder to get nice and tanky, so it will be up to the Tom to try to burn him down. But again, we're having another lane swap. This is now Ho Chi Minh against Ajax of Telamon. Repels away. Ajax doesn't want to engage even a little bit despite the Negatron cloak. Ignite actually going down. This could very well be Ajax's death. Here comes Udyr from the jungle trying to follow up. Grievous doing what he can. Ho Chi Minh gets low. Mimic trying to keep him away. Udyr stunning the wrong clone. This is Ho Chi Minh now. Distortion away. Minions going to do a touch of damage, but in the meanwhile, Lonely Beast following from behind, picking up that very weak Elise, and Ho Chi Minh just escorting her out. It really was a 50 chance because the clone did split and it could have been either one. So he decided to go with the one to his left and it ended up not being the actual one. And whoa, Solar Flare goes down. Here goes Zero Relativity. Kingslayer coming in from behind. Assault. Oh, Vault Breaker doesn't make it over the wall. Assault and Batter is available. Goes straight to the Tom. Knocks him down, doing a touch of damage. The Tom doesn't have Flash. He's going to keep running away. Here's Lonely Beast teleporting in. Picks up one kill. The Tom is low. Trying to get a kill onto Captain Lord. Here's Lonely Beast coming in from behind. Zero Relativity goes to the Ignite. Kevin picking up another kill. This is Ho Chi Minh in position as well. That was 3 kills in favor of Asian Legion. She is very popular right now, just doing tons and tons of damage. We saw Soothsayer utilize it to great effectiveness in the bottom kill lane, and now we're seeing it again in a proper mid lane, just doing tons and tons of damage. LeBlanc and the Assassin meta is actually working out really well as Ho Chi Minh picking up another kill, 7-0-2. Some action in the mid lane. Zero Relativity getting blown. Oh, Zero Relativity throws Ignite onto the correct clone. That's Ho Chi Minh's death, but Dazzle capturing Relativity. He might just escape. Equilibrium Strike, keeping him alive for now. Exhaust gonna slow him. Could this be Captain Lord picking up the kill? Yes, it is. And Ajax sneaking a kill right there in the top lane, finally able to do a bit of damage. In the meanwhile, Captain Lord getting caught by QQ, Zenith Blade locking him down. Solar Flare is available. It does do a healthy amount of snow, and this is actually now the Tom, exhausted, not doing that much. The Living Australia Bio Arcane Barrage doing enough damage. Kevin flashes forward, gets vision of the Tom. Shield of Daybreak is not happening fast enough. Kevin locked down. This could be the Akathian Surprise, doing enough damage. The QQ trying to do what he can, throwing out a touch of damage, but he is continuing to fall. Flashes over the wall. Red buff on Kevin. Doesn't manage to get the culling. Will he be able to follow up? QQ dashing around, throws out the Zenith Blade, but it isn't enough. Now this is Grievous not paying attention, walks into Ho Chi Minh and falls instantly. Very close there. Zero Relativity going for a turret dive with a Dazzle ready and to hit him in the face. He doesn't even manage to get the kill. Good play out of Captain Lord, keeping him locked down and away from Kevin. Thrown down just a touch of damage, but it doesn't seem like the Tom is able to make it in time. The Tom falling a little bit behind. He does have his Zeal, working towards the Infinity Edge now to get additional crit and that very, very high AD ratio, but it is going to be tough for him to keep up with the damage out of Lucian. Lucian has finished his Bloodthirster and is now working on the Trinity Force, so his damage is going to go through the roof in about 7 or 8 minutes once he finishes the other two components of that. Whoa, Ho Chi Minh. Absolutely huge. And yeah, it is a lot of damage coming out from Ho Chi Minh. That Deathfire's Grasp engage in the bottom lane. Tom gets caught by Ho Chi Minh. Once again, Ethereal Chains locks him down over the wall. Flash! Ho Chi Minh going to get that kill uncontested. The Akathian Surprise continuing to follow up while QQ gets caught by Kevin. Absolutely, and Grievous coming in to try to go for a Dragon Steel, gets caught by a Dazzle from Captain Lord. Ho Chi Minh again in position, throws out the Deathfire Grasp, but misses the Ethereal Chains, so that's Grievous walking away, going to survive that. Meanwhile, Ajax of Telamon has been spending his time in the top lane. He actually was able to push down one turret. Looks like he's going to be sieging up once again, while the rest of his team defends in the mid. I like that play out of Ajax, going for the Abyssal Scepter. He's going to try to keep Asian Legion split, because it appears that Asian Legion, they're focused on grouping up, trying to catch people out of position, trying to get those snipes onto Zero and friends. Oh, this is dangerous. Relativity catches Kingsley in the jungle. Kingsley decides he wants blood. Doesn't have a lot of damage. Going to rely on the red buff. Gets caught by Grievous as well. Here's Captain Cloud trying to throw out a bit of stun. Grievous gets caught. Assault and Battery goes down. Here's now Kevin coming in from the side. Not going to use the culling. Yes, there it goes. Grievous tanking for zero relativity. He is going to fall. Captain Lord continuing to pursue. Elise, meanwhile, swinging around from the back of the Baron Pit. Walks on top of a ward. Misses the Cocoon. So she's going to be forced to back away as well. But Relativity and Ajax just going to wait in that tri-bush. Unfortunately, Asian Legion not going to fall for it. They decide they want objectives. Ethereal Chains is actually a very, very strong skill. I didn't even know it myself, but paired with LeBlanc's Deathfire Grasp, it just does so very much damage. Currently, Bak Ho Chi Minh is at a whopping 275 AP. A little bit of action going down. Solar Flare stopping Kevin in his tracks. That's now Ajax picking up 1 kill. Will he be able to get Captain Lord as well? Captain Lord about to fall. He does go as well. This is now Lonely Beast teleporting in, going to throw down the death blows. Just gets stunned right away. Actually gets the reset. QQ falls. That is an unofficial. Oh, that's not even close to an ace, as Ajax retreated. The Tom respawned as well, but the pressure continues from Asian Legion. I was going for ace. Very, very strong pickup out of the Tom. Unfortunately, he hasn't been as effective as I'd like to have seen in these late game, or I guess mid-game engages, as he did suffer a very weak early game. Bak Ho Chi Minh jumping onto the best QQ, throws out a healthy amount of damage. Ethereal Chains locking him down. Ooh, great timing with QQ, flashing over the wall to escape Bak Ho Chi Minh. That distortion cooldown is too great, and he is going to escape. Good play. Oh, this is Ho Chi Minh. Throws out the chains onto Zero Relativity, who's caught. Grievous, relatively squishy, only has the spirit of the Ancient Golem to keep him alive. This could be a pretty bad position for a Zero and friends, but it looks like they're just going to back off instead. Doing just such a fantastic job trying to keep his presence on the map, and we can see slowly Asian Legion is pushing further forward. Ho Chi Minh catches the Tom out of his turret, picks up an easy kill. But as I was saying, we are starting. Oh, and now the QQ going down as well to Kevin, who is legendary, 8-1-5. In the meanwhile, Grievous and Relativity going to be forced to run away from their base to escape this very scary Zero and friends onslaught. But the pressure is just continuing to mount. Asian Legion is not letting up. Grievous goes in, tries to save the turret. Cocoon going to block Captain Lord. Unfortunately, that turret is going to fall, but it doesn't look like Asian Legion wants to engage. Ho Chi Minh still has the cooldown on Deathfire Grasp available. Captain Lord with a big juke out of the bush. He says, I will die so that my team may live. And oh, this actually may be Kingslayer jumping in. This is Zero Relativity getting nuked down. Solar Flare catching Kingslay. A large amount of damage is slowly burning him away. Tries to flash the wall, misses it. Grievous trying to chase around Assault and Battery, allowing Kingslay to escape. He is still alive. The culling comes out from Kevin with the support. The Taunt trying to pick it up. Kingslay, Vault Breakers over the wall, still alive. The Bio Arcane Barrage not doing enough damage. That's actually Bak Ho Chi Minh still alive as well. Actually, Ajax finally picking up with the Spiderlings. Akathian Surprise going to help Ajax shut down Kevin. Kingslay, though, making it out of there. Very impressive. And we are sort of reaching a little bit of a calm point as the teams regroup. They take a minute to breathe and relax and try to take a couple of map objectives. Ajax is going to catch the dragon going down 2-0 on friends, and my neighbor's dog needs to shut up. If you'll excuse me for a moment. Zenith Blade goes over the wall. A huge amount of damage goes down to Sultan Battery with the knock-up. Solar Flare doing a ton of damage. This is now Kingsley dangerously low once again. Grievous finally picking up the kill. Captain Lord takes some damage from the Akathian Surprise, but now Beth QQ is on his own against Ho Chi Minh, and Captain Lord almost certainly going to fall. Kevin in the meanwhile picking up Ajax away from his base, and this is now Grievous chasing Kevin away. And that's what they need to do. And that inhibitor is so very, very vital, because the longer this game goes on, the more Zero and Friends are having opportunities to come back. We're seeing team fights go left, go right, sometimes in Zero and Friends' favor, sometimes in Asian Legion's. And as long as the game continues, we will continue to see trading, because the Tom, he is now getting closer and closer to finishing another core item. I'm not sure what it is, because his build is kind of wonky, but he will be very scary if the game continues much longer. And absolutely, and LeBlanc very clever picking up the Zhonya's Hourglass and a Void Staff as well, so she's nice and tanky. Zero Relativity, however, caught in the top lane, dashes away from the Death Lotus. Lonely Beast taking a bunch of damage. Assault and Battery goes onto Zero Relativity. We have a couple of flashes. Ajax continuing to chase Lonely Beast. Vaultbreaker catching Kingsley. Could this be 1-for-1? Ajax deciding he wants to continue with the chase. There's going to be no help from the rest of the team. Venomous Spiderling doing a healthy amount of damage. Ajax continuing to bleed on. Zero Relativity going to come in. Lands a good equilibrium strike. He has to be careful. Dashes forward, and Ajax picks up the kill. Ooh, Solar Flare on Kevin in the mid lane. This is Best QQ also following up with a Shield of Daybreak. Grievous going in, and exactly as you said, Bak Ho Chi Minh immediately leaping onto the Tom. Tom does survive this time, so I suppose that was, in fact, a fantastic item pickup. And Ajax is really starting to show his worth in this game. He has finished a Sheen, an Abyssal Scepter, and a Rylai's Crystal Scepter, so he's not going to be going for that magic penetration sort of nuky LeBlanc. Going to be going for a more bruiser, sustained, keep people locked down with that Rylai's Crystal Scepter, and then follow up with some damage from the Sheen. Really more sort of a front line member to keep people away from the Tom, and so far it's been working reasonably well. Yeah, I don't know that I agree too well with Ajax's very aggressive play in the top lane. If there is an engage at the team fight between Asian Legion and Zero and Friends, between the other members of the two teams, Lonely Beast can just teleport in, and oh man, this could be very dangerous. Actually, Death Lotus getting denied by Cocoon, Ignite burning him away. Ajax picks that kill up almost completely, but unfortunately this is the rest of Asian Legion trying to catch up. Will Ho Chi Minh be able to catch up? Yes, gets a Cocoon to his face for his efforts, and this is Ajax now flashing away. Good play. I may have spoken too soon. Oh no, Kingsley jumping on a Zero Relativity who gets nuked down. Unfortunately, this does mean the Tom is still alive, while Assault and Battery doing a ton of damage, forcing the Tom to flash back. This is a lot of deaths going down. So too does the QQ as Ajax and the Tom try to retreat. This is a repel over the wall. Kingsley going to be using the Vaultbreaker any second now. It is off of cooldown, so he can go in, but this is Ho Chi Minh swinging around from the side, going to catch the Tom on his way to the Baron Pit, and he's almost certainly going down. Very close there, and this is actually going to be the inhibitor turret falling as well. Asian Legion making a very powerful play in that team fight. Great pickup from Kingsley, landing the Vault Breaker onto Zero Relativity, who is surprisingly painful with his Wits End and Trinity Force. Seeing that damage potential gone, the only real follow-up damage could be coming from the Tom, and then immediately turning and following with an Assault and Battery onto the Tom to keep him locked down. Great pick, and oh, I love this play right now. They immediately back off, make a run to Baron, and then just sit inside of the bush. Let's see if Zero and friends are going to fall for it. Gets caught. Here he goes. Lands a great Zenith Blade. We do have a Solar Flare go down. Cocoon keeping Lonely Beast shut down. Kingsley trying to throw out a touch of damage, but the culling is just shredding Grievous. And this is actually Kevin picking up a kill onto Leona. In the meanwhile, Zero Relativity falls. Throws the Ignite onto Ho Chi Minh, who Zonias to survive. That is an almost ace. The Tom is about to go down. Oh, the Tom actually is still alive. Gets flash chased, relentlessly pursued by Lucian. Kevin wants to see if he can pick up this kill, but with 4 members of his team down, I don't know what the Tom can do to defend his Nexus. Wow, a fantastic Assault and Battery, going to deny the Zenith Blade, but it's exactly as you said. The Kog'Maw was a good pick overall in the team composition. It fit well. Unfortunately, the two teams themselves didn't do well against each other, and the Tom was not quite as effective as we would like to have seen him be. Absolutely. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Top Lane Gaming launch tournament, day number 3. Game number 1 between Zero and Friends did just end. That is going to be Asian Legion taking game number 1. Feel free to check us out at toplanegaming.com, or feel free to hit the donate button underneath the stream. We do also offer bracelets and posters, I believe it is. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be back in about 5 minutes with game number 2 between Zero and Friends and Asian Legion.